Hello, my name is Chris. I work in a movie theater right now. I just want to talk about what it's like from my perspective, of course. So it's painted with my brush and no one else's. Let's get into it. The positives. It's nice to be able to get posters for free. If nobody else wants them, that's cool. You can get it easier, but if people want them, it's a little bit more risky where you have to go into a pool to get it. And hopefully you do. If you don't, it's not that bad. So far, I've gotten the K-pop posters. I'm going to put in a request for the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning if it's still available, or Final Reckoning if it's still available. And I want to get the Materialist poster, the Celine Song, Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans movie. I want to get that poster as well. We also get a 50% off. That's cool, but I don't really buy food. I really would want the merchandise, and that doesn't go 50% off unless we have it for a month after the merchandise goes on sale. Like right now, the Thunderbolts merchandise is 50% off, but I have the cup and the tin. I don't really want the other one. Also, we have employee screenings. That's cool. Fortunately, they're at 11 o'clock at night. We had one for Ballerina last week, and the movie came out at 6. So would you rather watch it at 6 or wait 5 and almost 6 hours to watch it with the people you work with instead? I don't. I like the people I work with, but not enough to come at midnight to watch a movie that I could have watched 6 hours prior, been home, sleeping, ate dinner, slept, woke up, and then came back and had to work that Friday too at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So no, I didn't want to come there. Oh no, I actually had the Friday off. But if I did have to work, I did not want to go to work, but I didn't have to that late to come back to work the next, like later that day. That's just not good for me. And then finally, I have nothing else. So let's talk about the negatives. The negatives are a long list. I'm going to try to shorten them down. Management is no fun. They don't help with anything. They will disappear for long periods of time. There are times where you just don't see them at all. I it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I basically worked 4 hours and 59 minutes before anybody came in to send me on my lunch, and I had to do it for myself. And if I didn't, you get written up for not taking your lunch when you're supposed to, even though it's management's job to make sure that you are taking your breaks. But they'll write you up for not taking it because they don't give it to you, which is just backwards. It doesn't make sense. There are so many things. Again, I'm trying to shorten them down. Like the fact that if I wanted to order food because I didn't want to make food before I left because I was exhausted or I didn't have the time, I would have to wait until a line. Now I can put my order in advance. I can't just have a tab and pay it off. There's no separate register I can just go to and charge myself. No, I have to go into the long line, and as the summertime goes on and movies get busier and busier, hopefully, we will be so backed up that waiting in a line just won't do it. How am I supposed to get my chicken tenders or my pizza if I'm having to wait in this line with 30 other people and I'm person 30? There are 29 in front of me and there are 8 registers open and there are 8 people at each one. That's 30, what, 35 people in front of me before I can get my food? That's just bad timing. And I'm sorry if the math's bad, but that's bad. If I just want to get a cup of water, it's going to take me a long time. Things like that just shouldn't happen. It should be a lot easier to do everything you need. It should not be this difficult to just get what you want. There are other things like we have a charity drive going on, and thankfully they backed off of it because no one wants to do it. And they try to incentivize us to do it by allowing us to pie manager if we reach a milestone, and they're saying they're going to do a weekly giveaway, which hasn't happened for promotional items. But again, if I want the How to Train Your Dragon 10, it's $40 right now, I believe. I could just go to the register and buy it. I have $40. It's not that big a deal to me. Same thing with the Fantastic Four stuff, the Superman stuff, the Jurassic World, and any other thing that is to come in the weeks to come. I can buy them because I have the money for it. I'm not stressing over it. Employees are not banned from buying it week 1 or 2, so it's not a big deal. We have other things like I just hate the setup. There are no butter machines on the outside, so we had to do it all. And the butter is horrendous. It's already bad enough. The popcorn smells too. We have the fountain machines all facing the employees, so the employees have to do it. So a guest can't get it on their own. That clutters the line. We're doing nachos in a tray, but the tray is awful. It's like a hot dog box, and two, it gets really soggy. It's incredibly difficult to hold. It's just bad. We don't have any carrying trays. We also do not, at the moment, offer any kind of seaside delivery, which is a good thing. But then it creates this toxic atmosphere because people get mad at you because you told them that their food is going to be about 30 minutes because we're extremely backed up and everybody in the kitchen is working their hardest, but we only have 3 ovens and 2 fryers. And the 2 fryers is one machine that has 2 ports on it. So we can't get a ton done. And we're working our hardest, but when everybody orders, it's gonna take a longer time for you to get your order, and people still get mad at you. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? I'm working my best here, but I can only do at the minimum 5 things at a time. So you just gotta wait. Things like that. And again, like I mentioned with the managers earlier, you barely see them. They only come out to check bills. They only come out to hand out breaks. They don't really hop on a register. They don't really run. They don't really stay in concessions so you can see them. They can check a bill. We have another thing, an employee of the month system, which is given out, but it's a flawed system because how do you weigh everything equally? I do events, concessions, and bar. I can also do floor and I could also do door, but I don't do floor or door. I do concessions, event, and bar. Concessions is the most crucial part of a theater, is where most of the money comes from. If I can do all of that with no complaints and be at a quick enough pace, shouldn't I be in a key running for it? Bar, I'm handling alcohol, I'm checking the IDs, I'm being nice, cordial, doing the coffee. If a line is evaporating, shouldn't I be a prime candidate because I get to do part and concessions really well? Well, I'm doing events too. These are high paying priority customers and their events are going off without a hitch. But yes, all the content was provided beforehand, it was tested beforehand, and the microphones were maybe set up beforehand. If not, I did. So all I'm really doing is babysitting a screen, making sure it doesn't turn off and adjusting volume as so and switching a playlist and then putting mics on and off and make sure the mics aren't peaking or anything. But even so, if I'm satisfying people who are paying a high amounts of money for a one-time thing, a one-day thing, and they're walking out happy and satisfied, shouldn't that put me in the super running for it? I haven't won it since September of 2024, and I don't want to win it. All you get is your name on the front of the building, the ability to make your schedule, and you get a placard or a piece of paper, really, certificate that says you were good for a month. I don't really need it, but it'd be nice to be recognized for anything. You sacrifice so much. And again, it doesn't help that you just go to work, you clock in, you just feel out of it. It just gets so monotonous, boring. You don't have any kind of personality on the job. I went to the GNX tour and I asked my boss if I could wear the GNX shirt, and he's like, "Oh, uniform policy wouldn't allow you to." It was just for one shift, one shift. And that one shift, I spent all of it in a booth testing stuff, so it didn't even matter anyway. And I still couldn't wear it. Things like that. It just gets a little bit annoying, and I don't know when it'll get any kind of better. You could hope for the best, but yeah, I don't know.